me Amit Kumar, your SS teacher. Today we can discuss about one of the remaining chapter of the last one. That is when, what, where, and how, and when. So in this chapter we already mentioned and discussed the different elements. Their concept and their content are the manuscript is the last point we discussed in the last class. So next after the manuscript we can discuss about the inscriptions. Inscriptions, there is one of the most important historical evidences through that one we are find out the past. Through inscriptions we are trying to find out the what past. And here written, these inscriptions are written in the hard surface. The hard surface, it may be the stone and metals. In ancient medieval and that period, people are using to passing their messages or ideas in a written way. Most probably in that inscription through that one, they are written in the hard surface. That hard surface, it may be a stone or the metal. This hard surface, it may be a stone or the metal. That's about the what our inscriptions. So inscriptions are written on the hard surface. It may be stone or the metal. On stone and on metal they are written in their language. The language may be the Sanskrit language, Arabic language, then especially the what we can say that Tamil language or the Prakrit language. Either all these languages they written this what inscriptions. Sometimes king got their orders through inscriptions, and that inscribed in the stone and metal in the what public places. So that public places written messages people can read and they can understand the messages passed by the king. So in that way there is no internet and WhatsApp and other telecommunication system of communication. So king sharing their ideas to people, through inscriptions. King orders and messages are written on the public place installed stone or the metal. So people are gathering in a public places and they read and understand the what the kings are, what the king message. So king also passing his message through inscriptions. So people can read and they can understand the king order. And sometimes rare cases, king and queen often kept records of victories in the war or the battle. So sometimes king often kept records of the victories in the war or the battle. So using that purposes, he also written the inscriptions. So that's about the inscriptions. So once again, inscriptions are written on hard surface, maybe stone or the metal. In some places, we are visiting the historical places. It may be the Taj Mahal, maybe the great mosque and temples in the India. And identical curves also we can see that. That a hard surface and rock stone or the metal area, they retain their ideas and their most modern incidents in that period. That is only long years. That is why they kept in the stone and metal, not that much pasted, not eaten by the insect. So these inscriptions are have more life than the manuscripts. And next one, sometimes king got their orders through inscriptions. That is inscribed in the public place stone or the metal. Then people can read and they can understand the king message. The king often kept records of the victories in war. King often capture records of victories in the battle. That purposes also using the inscriptions. So that's about the second most important part, inscriptions. Then next in Malayalam it's called Shila Likitangal, written on the our rock or the metal. Then next one, archaeologist. Puravastu Gaveshaka, archaeologist. Archaeologists are a team of people. They have a great craze on past and history. They maximum try to find out the history of the long years ago in peoples. And archaeologists also study the remains of buildings. That building may be built with the stone or the brick, and painting and sculpture. So archaeologists just study the remains of building. That building may be built on stone or the brick, and find out the history of that period. And next one, painting the painting. There remains the study. Painting also using for study in that period. And sculpture, pradhimagal, statue. That sculpture also they using for what study. So once again, archaeologists study the remains of buildings. It may be the built with the stone and brick, and painting they study, and sculpture. And stone painting it may be, and sometimes the one already mentioned here temples. Then some of the great old mosques. Then other building construction and their great paintings. If they got that old remains, they maximum try to using the scientific method for studying that age. To find out the remains and to scientifically they conducting the study. After a scientific study, they find out the past and history of that period using that remains. So here archaeologists study the remains of buildings on the stone and brick or paintings and sculpture. Sometimes the excavation made. Sometimes if we are digging any well in our especially in our plots. Sometimes if we are digging the well, we got the old things. Maybe an old pot, coins and other elements. So if we call the archaeologists, they visit that place and they made an excavation using the JCB and other one. And after excavation, if they got more remains from that earth and in our plot, they sealed and they maximum try to find out the remains that got from that earth, our plot. So this archaeologists conducting excavation and find the tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. After excavation, if they find tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins, they made a scientific study on all these remains and to find out in which age these tools, coins, weapons are used by people. And using this remain, they try to study that period. And they look the bones of animals, birds, fish. And to find out in past of this period, people what they ate. So their food style also they find out through the bones of animals, the birds and fish. That is the role of the archaeologist. So once again, it's most important one, archaeologist. Archaeologists just try to find out the past and they study the remains of building, then stones, bricks, painting, then sculpture. And they made excavation for getting the tools and especially the historical remains. If they, after the excavation, if they find out the tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins, they maximum try to find out the history of that age. And last one, they look the bones of animals, birds, fish, and find out in past what the peoples are ate. In past, what the peoples ate. These are the role of archaeologists in our history. Okay, so we discuss first of all two most important concepts. There is first one inscriptions, second one archaeologist. Okay, both of them are trying to find out the past, both historians and archaeologists. And historians, they are the scholars, study the past. And they were like a detective. They found the remains and source of the past. And like an adventure, like a detective, they find out the past and history of the people from that source. And they use the source found from manuscript, inscriptions and archaeology. These historians, they are scholars, and they use the source found from manuscript, inscriptions and archaeology. And this source or that what they got from manuscripts, what they understand from inscription, what they got from archaeology, tools, remains, pots, ornaments like that one. From that remains, they maximum try to find out the past, a life of that period. So that is why historians like and detectives use all these clues and find out past. Use all these clues and find out the past. These historians and archaeologists also like a detective. By bit, and every source, like a detective, they try to find out the past. There's a lot of historians in our history. So once again, historians like scholars, they study the past, and they use the source found from manuscript, inscriptions, and archaeology. And source or the remains or the concept they got from manuscript, inscriptions and archaeology, then they find out this what past of that period, life of that age. So that's about the historians done in the what history. So historians like a detective. Historians and archaeologists like a detective. By bit by bit, by clue, they found the what information from that past. Then they written the what their history. That's the role of historians in the what our history. So next after historians, we can discuss about the what past. Past I will discuss that. Again we can discuss the concept of the what past. And the past was different for different people, lived in different age and different area, the same age. So even today also, the life of the people are entirely different from different parts. So in that period also, the people's life is different from each other. For example, we can see here the life of herders and farmers. Herders means cattle rearers. We can say the word Kamnagarigalakana Makuna, our herders and the farmers. So the life of herders and farmers are different from the word king and queen. King and queen led a luxurious life. Their life is entirely different from the farmers and herders and a common man. So their history is also different one. Their life is different one. Their language is different one. Their food style is different one. Their dress style is different one. So we can say that the past is different for the different people. And like that one, the life of merchants are different from craft persons or the artisans. So every set of people, the life is entirely different one. And here, the differences of their life we can see to the customs. Their customs are also different one. And lifestyles also different. Even today also we can see the lifestyle of the people are entirely different one. So differences we can see to their customs and lifestyle. And here even today itself we can say that the life of the peoples are even different one. For example, we can say, in India we have one union territory, somewhat the island groups. That island group is the Andaman Nicobar Island, especially Andaman Island. And Andaman Island in the remote area, in forest region, people are even today also they depend upon fishing, hunting. The life is like an ancient one. Tribal people, not somewhat tribal people. And they even today also hunting the animal and fishing their most important food in one. So that life is also compared to our life is entirely different one. Recently we can see one news is went through newspapers. In Andaman Nicobar Island, they killed one foreigner. The foreigners are reaching that island, they killing that person with a bow and arrow and bow. So they even today are using the traditional weapons like the arrow. Okay, so that means by the dressing like and the in the traditional way. I am sure the tribal people like that way. So even today itself in India also that type of people is there, Andaman Island group. Even today also they depend upon fishing and hunting for their life. Apart from this one, we can say another differences. In city, the people life is entirely different from the rural area. Cities are somewhat developed in the technological way. Rural area also one of the simple and very beautiful life. Not that much technological innovation, not compared to Kerala's village life. If you are visiting in the northern states, UP, Bihar and Gujarat, the somewhat southern states called remote areas of our Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, we can see typical village life. There is not that much technological innovation and technological updation. But in our urban area, we can see the life is a little different one. So we can see differences is there in our people's life here today. So in that almost 800 or the 200 or 300 years ago, what's the life differences? That is found out by the past. And here, King sometime keep the records of his victories in the war. But the common people, ordinary people, he doesn't do it one, and he not keeping his life. We are always discussing in this story. Most of them are about our kings and their victories and their war and other things. Recently also one study is coming in this story. The study maximum try to find out the common people and local people. Okay, and it is very risky one. Why? Because there is not that much evidences is there. Every evidences are kept by king in his about his life and the victories of war. Common people is not keep their life history through in the way of the war, our inflictions, manuscript and that way. Kings are doing this one. That's about the one, our past. So once again, the past was different for different people. The life is entirely different one. And different country, different part, different age, the life is different one. Past. So the life of Earth is example different from farmers are different from king and queen. A life of merchant is different from craft workers. So differences we can see every people's life and their customs, their lifestyle, and everyone is different one. Even today itself also the customs and lifestyles of the peoples are entirely different one. Religious area, the caste area, we can see differences. And Andaman Island groups, even today itself people are dependent upon remote area, fishing and hunting for their livelihoods. We can't imagine their life. But even still in Andaman Island area, people are doing fishing and hunting. Then next we discuss that the king are always keeping the records of their great war, their victory. But the common people, layman, not keeping their life history. That is why because that was risky element for finding out the life of a common man. So that's how we discussing the what our past. Okay, so that's about the two areas we discussed the last two area, historians and the past. So I hope that is very clear. If you have any doubt about this module and area, we can deeply discuss in the what our session. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.